Hello, this man, honorable chief guest, your this hour, this auditorium very expensive. Your this the very situation lifetime. Your this achievement. Your this success. Your goal, and performance areas lifetime. This the biggest areas. This the come to this first time. Your this the coming hour. This the additional. Your this the very expensive. Your this the learning by this each lifetime career. Career analysis, the performance types, the achievement goal, your this location areas lifetime, this the practice enable areas, this the continuity role of education in this the field, and after this the condition in this the biggest areas lifetime, this performance and analysis role of educational here this biggest times of this the analysis completely educational this performs your after this thinking your this the analysis this completely this lifetime this agriculture this the performance areas this the efficiency or this the role model your this the continuity your this the efficiency your this the biggest areas lifetime which the performance education your this the biggest choices your this the humanity your this the role model your this the continuity your this the biggest times areas, and this the left person your this the continuity, and this the biggest role of education. This the continuity your this the lifetimes educational, and your rule follow and completely analysis your this the part of design your this continuity and this analysis you are successfully, and this they have been your this they have they have your this the perfect your this analysis the completely situation your this the part of speech, and this the debate areas the country continuity in this the first types your this the nationality your this the biggest area your this is the performance lifetime your this the situational, and continuity your this the performance your lifetime's achievement your this the successfully your this the successfully your this the desirable your this the continuity your this the big areas the performance lifetimes the achievement your this the successfully desirable continuity, and this the access your this the pointed your this the rule follow example your this the continuity your this the biggest areas lifetime efficiency your this role model this the electronic gadget your this the performance areas the lifetimes your this achievement your this the big educational areas, and educational field your this the biggest types of this the multiple choices, and this after this thinking this the reliable your this is electronic areas this the fertility after have a money situation this the biggest no anxiety, and this the performance areas the lifetimes your this achievement your this the biggest areas the performance, and globalization your this the biggest areas theory thinking your this the but have this advantage your this the coming soon your this the designing your this have a biggest area this the performance areas the lifetime this money exchanges your this is the gadget, and after the thinking with this managing performance areas the lifetimes in the biggest areas continuity This is the continuity, and this is the biggest expensive learning areas in the learning area. That's the big efficiency, and this whole model is after this thinking is the managing performance area lifetime. This is the educational, this is the performance areas. Educational is the building, or this is the big settlement, and this is the role exactly, or this is the performance challenging part of speeches is the continue this the access your this the goal reliability your this the selecting data your this the performance analysis the controlling power mindset is the minding your this the selecting data your this the controlling power this the I have you it's a very expensive learning areas they have biggest areas the thinking your this the very largest your this the party your this big efficiency role model your this the had your this the very expensive areas learning wise this the theoretical and after this the conditioning mindset your this the role analysis the but situational efficiency your this the role model your this the continuity role your this the very expensive your this the desirable continuity and this the role model of this the environmental your this the settlement lifetime achievement your this the goal after this thinking your this the educational field your this the reliability after this thinking by sure this the continuity big achievement you the successful you this the people has been in this the goal reliability you this the achieving this the financing and this role model you this the access companies your this is rolling your this the ability so had will be your the successful your this the selecting data your this the controlling power this the mindset this the beginning level your this the selecting you have your this the research controlling your this citing your this has your this continuity this the efficiency role of this the continuity your this the role mindset your this the thinking power analysis the mindset controlling analysis the analysis and biggest areas the powerful money mindset your this the disadvantage your this the continuity your this the biggest powerful your this analysis I have the biggest power achievement you are the successful you are this the analysis power efficiency you are this the but and thinking you are this the analysis but after this thinking you are this the have a nice day you are this the performance areas lifetime you are this achievement you are this the testing you are this the controlling power you are this the selecting data you are this the ability after this thinking you are this the buy you are this the purchase car and this purchase car this electronic gadget you this role of model areas this the biggest you this the sovereignty and this I have you this the access you this the quality you this thinking you this the managing performance area lifetime is the achievement you this selecting data and this the controlling areas is the biggest lifetime achieving you this the data selecting you this controlling powerful mindset you this the found this is the lifetimes adjective your this the role of educational and this field your this the advantage the good feeling your this learning when this gaping your this the building set your this controlling power this the mindset your this after this thinking your this the biggest communication skills your this the big disadvantage is the minimum your this controlling this the powerful achievement your this selecting data after this the conditioning my your this the your role folder your this achieving self-financing your this the ability your this controlling your this the continuity this advantage your this role folder explain your this is very expensive learning wise this quality education your this the biggest powerful lifetime achievement. Your this continuity. This has been this the person. Your this the biggest area. This is the very expensive. Your this learning. This is the plural person. Your this the very expensive. This globalization. Learning wise in this multiple choices, you're this the money, help you're this the selecting data, you're this the controlling powerful data, you're this the analysis of the power, you're this the continuity. After have this the discussion role of this the educational, this the financing role, educational, you're this the biggest areas. Situational happen this money lifetimes you this the areas this continuity you this the biggest challenging performance areas continuity you this role of education this the biggest challenging you this the startup ready for national song so student please start student please start this is the show you this is the very expansive you this the come to you this after this you this managing performance lifetime this the continuity and this role follow you this the role efficiency direct follow this the coming this the environmental this educational this the performance you this the beginning analysis the powerful this the objective you this the role of educational you this the biggest data you this the financing role after this thinking you this the singing your role educational this biggest time you this the very expensive you this the goal achieving testing you this the very financing role of educational and thinking why the controlling areas of the performance lifetimes continuity efficiency or this role of educational in thinking by this curriculum selecting data your this the performance of the participant person this the has been this the people is equally and this so carefully and this the completely has your this speaking your this so globally your this synthetic man and this the controlling after this the have done this the discuss line your this the globalization your this the performance areas this the have the choices your this goal rule follow and this is the my thinking your this the but situation and you're this go lifetimes you're this achieving this but thinking you're this lifetime you're this the selecting data you're this selecting data and this the uranium you're this has been you're this the very highly perfectly you're this desirable you're this goal efficiency and this the lifetime achievement you're the successful people you're this has been you're this the disadvantage in this large curriculum and effective censorship you're this been your successfully done your continuity your this role follow your this example you did this the completely of this analysis of the performance lifetimes achievement your this selecting data role follow achievement testing your this the performance powerful this the money environmental this settlement goal lifetime your this the very expensive your this the disadvantage learning where this the gap after this thinking or this managing performance areas the lifetime this money situational this powerful scoring this in the movie or this is selecting or this the hybrid mode or this the continuity role of this educational this the biggest areas and the powerful has your this the difficulties your this the knowledge your this the knowledge your this actuality this line mindset you this continuity has been into this the languages so you this the role of model you this the efficiency you this the meaningful areas and this the data selecting you this the continuity you this has been you this selecting by this the very efficiency role of this the model you this the continuity this has your this has your this globally efficiency. This is the meaningful your this powerful has been this the lifetimes your this the efficiency your this gold model, and this the continuity your this is lifetime your this the after this the multiple choices your this the meaningful after this the very last times your this the continuity continue to due to this environment you this luxurious wood, and like to your this efficiency your this model your this efficiency your this role model. After this thinking this man you are in the selecting data, and this the controlling your this happy your this is lifetimes your this selecting food your this after this thinking your this managing your this your thoughts your this the present this moment your this efficiency your this the good feeling your this have the situation your this biggest thing lifetimes environmental your this situation part of speech your this country continuity role of education your this the field of this the mindset your this the continuity this is the has been this Hacharimag University this the very expensive your this learning by this the gaps and role of efficiency, and there's a big areas and this moment areas of the knowledge areas the big and after this thinking or this managing performance last times globalization areas, this is moment this the curriculum areas the biggest areas the perpendiculars and this the line gap are this the feeling your this the computational learning areas this the biggest areas and this the book is knowledge or this the biggest habit, but this the very expensive or this the learning but this the capacity or this knowledge this book your this environment and this writing your this very expensive and this learning happy this everybody here this choices your this controlling powerful here this efficiency your this role model your this very expensive this has been your this my this path your this successful this English and this is your this role model your this efficiency your this very expensive learning by this capacity mindset your this out of this thinking your this managing performance area this due to current your this expected your this labor your this can be your this successful your this desirable your this efficiency your this the knowledge your this the biggest continuity been today lifetimes. This is the mind this marathon learning time this long areas that developing country has been this easier this areas and this after this the very feeling sad feeling your this the goodness your this after this thinking by your this the curriculum this is the efficiency knowledge by this my defender your this efficiency your this role model your this is areas efficiency your this the biggest part of his speech your this the continuity this the voices your this knowledge your this and due to expected knowledge and this our areas continuity and this lifetime you this very expansive and this knowledge areas successful you this very expansive this is the lifetimes achievement you the successful and this globalization you this is areas lifetimes achievement you the successful you this goal you this achieving you this set times you this the feeling sad and sadness you this now sadness this is your and this the negative this educational your this the feelings and this after this the conditioning your this building set and due to this will be your successful watch I your the successful your this country your this biggest things your the data analysis the performance lifetimes the achievement your the successful your this advantage your this country contributed and this lifetimes the achievement your the successful your this been data analysis and controlling your this has been your the selecting data your this performance lifetimes your this achievement, your this selecting, your this success. This has been your this globalization and pay and knowledgeful your this meaning, your this the efficiency, your this sadness, after this thinking, your this managing performance areas in the growing data, your this efficiency role model of this is line of this in the connectivities and has expected your this the goal environment and the situational wise your this the curriculum and the situation with this biggest areas lifetimes to the achieving with this data analysis the controlling this the powerful standards your this behavior this knowledge your this done I efficiency your this excellence knowledge your and data analysis the completing with this the particular and today have been knowledgeful environment due to successful this advantage companies areas and selected selection and lifetime achieving and theory wise question meaning after this is longest areas the public speaking your this the speeches your this disadvantage your this Manipur areas the contribute line with this the efficiency your this knowledge your this had been your this the biggest areas do work this areas the completely this directly analysis the performance and lifetime your this achievement your the selecting data and this efficiency your this but only that only does not work here this completely and the has been your this working your this meaningful your this disadvantage your this undirectful your this company your this working your this unmatching your this knowing your this efficiency this is uncomfortable knowledge over this the biggest areas and this is the forest areas efficiency your this role knowledge your this the efficiency your this meaningful your this the speaker your this hatchment your this selecting data your this the manipulation has been this the selecting after this digital life is speaking with this controlling areas in this set out in this the contributed areas and this selecting your this the very efficiencies enhances encourage and biggest situation of this the part of a speech of this the direct rule after this thinking this big knowledge and curriculum advanced learning here this platform with this age after and conditional pull your this narrative the make pull your this the environmental agitation your this efficiency and this meaningful your this desirable your this goal efficiency your this knowledge facts the curriculum and this biggest areas lifetimes is not your this efficiential knowledge and this knowledge right this the curricular co-activities your this knowledge right this the particular and this the meaning right this the role of educational this very expansive your this the area has the continuity after has been your this knowledge efficiency your this the biggest area this the particular in the situation your this has the single temple this area and this the continuity knowledge of this the perfection knowledge areas the enhancing the curricular activities your this the knowing your this analysis and this the after this has your this the knowledge your this the good ability your this the expected your this the meaningful environmental situational and this is the stripe your this the continuity your this the knowledge areas the particular has been this knowledge right this the particular this the meaningful your this the environmental the situational powerful your this enhancing data analysis, this the purple, this conditioning, this the do touch, this spelling, this spelling, this is sketching, sketching, rolling, this the performance, lifetimes achievement, this the testing, knowledge enhancing, this the particular, this knowledge find, this the efficiency, this the continuity, this the efficiency, this knowledge find, this the disadvantage, this knowledge find, this the knowledge about these are after in the thinking it is the managing performance areas lifetime is the very expensive you this the knowledge provided you this areas lifetime you this the continuity knowledge areas the biggest this is the enhancing your this the knowledge your this the up your this directly this the DG locker areas this confidential learning your this the enhancing your this the competition and this learning and this efficiency your this knowledge of this the excellency knowledge have been your this role of educational have digitalization your this knowledge and not your this the efficiency your this knowledge your this the digilocker areas computational language after thinking back you to this the analysis you to the controlling goods or has been used this the role of education this the multiple real person your this the efficiency your this the effective knowledge over this the directly environmental situation under the part of a speeches your this the are you ready man you're this the contract you're this efficiency you're this the knowledge right this curriculum this advantage you're this meaningful you're this direct you're this is the meaning you're this efficiency knowledge areas the co-curricular activities and this is direct to this performance areas of the lifetime's achievement you're this the testing you're this controlling data analysis the controlling power you're this achieving this the test areas and biggest longest areas in this the time through and the biggest linguistic areas and this environmental this the thing here this the perpendicular this is the last times you this the whole this is the soul very this and I have this nightmare this the very this disadvantaging you this direct food you this competence learning you this efficiency you this god of educational you this building you this set mindset you this learning where this educational big selling part of educational you this meaning for this the efficiency you this knowledge areas continuity you this role of effective knowledge role of this the direct food you this the spelling or this reading writing or this the environmental the settlement you this role of educational this the biggest areas this has been your settlement your this knowledge area and this due to your this continuity and after this the perfect after this is areas knowledge your this the very high simple knowledge areas and then due to your this the languages and efficiency areas particular knowledge this mountain areas long areas of the Koli and has been your this speeches your this meaningful your this provided your this knowledge by your this efficiency and deviating your this provided your this knowledge this is the continuity your this after the thinking your this managing performance areas lifetime this the storage your this efficiency your this knowledge areas and this is the biggest area this is a particular speeches your this the English modification language this has been your this modification here this language here this then enhancing your this the performance areas in the lifetime is the continuity and this speeches your this English your this allow your this story areas and this the continuity your this the biggest areas the performance lifetime achieving your this advantage your this carry popularity, and this is liability. Your this is the biggest areas. This is the moments expanses. These are the knowledge areas. This is the direct folio. This is the continuity area. This is the meaning folio. This after this is the meaning area. This has been your this the efficiency. Your this the knowledge areas, experience knowledge, and this the disadvantage. Your this after this thinking. Your this managing performance areas, the lifetimes, the efficiency. Your this knowledge areas. This the knowledge areas, the dis activities, and the helping you this knowledge areas. The part of speech is you this controlling this powerfully as ways to see analysis the particular your this speeches your this globalization your this speeches English particular your this the liabilities and this meaningful your this provide your this is analyze your this is the meaningful power areas lifetimes you this the efficiency you this open door and this close eyes you this ability environmentally this the access you this goal you this the very expensive you this the knowledge provided you this the very half areas and this the continuity your this role of educational this is the biggest areas and the very multiple choices your this the question your this the biggest areas lifetimes the storage reading here this is the very expensive here this is learning why this the efficiency your this the role model your this is knowledge lifetime your this the efficiency and this is the biggest areas the continuity spelling your this the no mistake your this the state your this the selecting by your this the data your this the propraxy and this the knowledge had been this each areas in this lifetimes your this the environmental settlement your this country has been your this the knowledge areas in the state wide your this the difficulties and this move areas in lifetime this speeches your this language your this the move your this performance and does your this the working your this has your this language your this modification and this the key I am this knowledge in the provided this the key role your this the big man your this speeches and environmental in the situational part of speech your this the co-curricular activities your this knowledge factor this is the very expensive knowledge factor this advantage meaningful your this the provided your this the English knowledge your this the efficiency your this the role model of this English man and this story find your this the confidence learning areas in the lifetime your this the efficiency your this is areas part of speech this speech your this the 100% this is liabilities your this speech is globalization your this man your this is lifetime your this speech your English and this man your this stories your this the full marks your contributed areas in the lifetimes the money environment this thinking your this the efficiency your this knowledge environmental and thinking your this the wise your this continuity role of education and this the biggest person your this the her every areas controlling powerful your this thinking your this analysis the performance areas the lifetimes the money lender this the continuity areas in this lifetime because this the efficiency areas to area and this the disadvantage your this the language your this the performance and this the party disadvantage your this the party and the selected data and this performance areas lifetime is achieving your the self financing your this knowledge areas this the but your this the exactly your this the manage the what luck and this the meaningful meaning your this the miracle this is the meaningful provided to your this thousand people your this the money and this the work and this the vocab and English knowledge your this the derivable your this speeches your this the English knowledge your this the very advantage your this knowledge your this and knowledge your this big efficiency this time your this the quality education will be continue will be success warning your this meaningful this mandatory to this my education in this field, this higher education, this is a big essence here, this role of this the knowledge areas. Lifetime here, this the biggest lifetime, this the educational, this the theory, what this is sport number one in this area, this the particular lifetimes speeches learning wise the theory, and this the biggest areas, the biggest learning of this advantage or this the knowledge or this the competence learning or this the speeches or this the globalization. My speeches or this activities or this role model and lifetimes environmental this thinking or this globalization or this the meaningful in this the successful or this after this the continent areas, this minor or this expansive learning gaps no gaps and speeches or this spelling after this thinking or this managing or this these areas continent areas. Lifetime your this the achievement your this the testing your this the powerful thinking your this is lifetimes and this the very areas explore this the continuity your this explain your wanting and this is advantage your this lifetime your this money later your this explain your this speeches your this country and this has been your this knowledge or this provided to your this explain data your this the last time ever since your this knowledge and this knowledge and this the presidential your this presidential speeches your this knowledge your this very expensive with this I have here this started to this completely your this to have your this knowledge wise story your this biggest situation with this part of speech your this continuity your this role of diagnostic and dynamic man your this high profile efficiency role of educational in this feeling your this is lifetimes educational purpose of the goal and this educational this particular this is an advantage learning by this capacity or this knowledge why you this very expansive with this learning this powerful environmental this thinking your this good achievement your the successful lifetime your this achieving and this successful in this declining your this plus your this very expansive your this and lifetimes achieving your this very expansive this is a continuity here this role education your this biggest areas lifetime or efficiency your this role educational this multiple choices your this thinking your this analysis performance and this comfortable areas in this your comfortable zone your this non-selected comfortable zone and the exit one the successful your this memorable choices and this the exit your this profile your this efficiency your this knowledge areas in the part of particular speeches your this knowledge areas and this the type of speeches and this is the this is knowledge of efficiency this the particular type of speeches your this speaker knowledge and third level SG and this the desirable your this continuity your this speeches your this very expensive knowledge after this thinking your this wise continuity your this role of educational and this the biggest challenge your this role of after thinking your this managing performance area lifetimes the educational this feeling set and this particular your this type of educational this the meaningful this the part of speech your this continuity rule follow I have this control feeling your this the efficiency your this the knowledge areas and this passive areas I am this passive this the by continued role for analysis the analysis my your this efficiency your this knowledge one this controlling this the power and efficiency big knowledge areas in this lifetimes the achievement is successful here this areas in the non-failure in this successful here this achieving successful here this meaningful here this provided here this meaning it is to have this between the thank you everyone.